Good morning, students and parents. This video is also intended for parents because I'm going to show you an activity that you can really easily do at home to help build some math skills. So this is going to be 10 frame activities. Okay, I'm taking the activities from this page, which I'll also share in the YouTube description. Okay, so I'm just going to walk through each of these 4 activities and how you can do them at home and how they help your child's math skills. Okay. So the first one is displaying a number. I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can see my little work setup here and the materials you need. Okay. So this is an activity that can easily be done with things you have at home. This is my 10 frame. I printed it, but you can very easily draw one. You need to make a long rectangle and break it up into 10 squares. I have my number cards here, which I made myself. I just cut up some index cards, wrote numbers 1 to 10 on them. And these are going to be my manipulatives or counters today. And I'm using butterfly stickers because we've been learning about the butterfly life cycle, but you can use anything. You could use paper clips, you could use small toys, you could just cut out some circles, you could use anything as your counters. So for displaying a number, all you're going to do is pick one of your number cards, or you could roll a dice. What did I pick? 4. Okay. So I'm going to put my 4 up here, and then I'm going to show 4 on the 10 frame. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would tell the kids I counted while I did it so that I wouldn't get mixed up and I could keep track of what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to check my work now. Okay, I know this number is 4. I'm going to count to make sure I put the right number of counters out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is an activity that helps with numeral identification. Okay. It also helps with matching quantities or amounts to the numeral. And I could do that with all these numbers 1 to 10. I could also add a second 10 frame here. So I had 20 spaces, and I could work on numbers 11 through 20. Okay? If your child is there, you can throw that in. And if your child's not there yet, that's okay. You could also work with a 5 frame, okay, and work on numbers 1 to 5. All right, I'm going to clear my 10 frame. And I'm looking at the next activity, which is fill in the number. So I could just pick out a few pieces here, put them in the 10 frame. Okay. And let's count to see how many I put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the question you would ask is, how many more counters do we need to make 10? So that means your child would have to count the empty boxes to find out how many more we need to have 10, which is the whole frame. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more counters do I need to make 10? I need 5 more. So this activity helps your child understand that 10 can be broken down into parts. This also helps your child understand addition, because now you're looking at 5 plus how many more makes 10. Okay, you're adding 2 parts to make a whole. So that was the second activity, fill in the number. I'm going to clear my 10 frame again. and take a look at the third activity, which is addition stories. So with addition stories, you would give your child a simple addition problem, but through a story. Okay, so you might say, 2 butterflies were flying around, and 3 butterflies came in and joined them. How many butterflies are flying around together now? So we'd walk through it again. Okay, how many butterflies did we start with? 2 butterflies were flying around. I'm going to put 2 butterflies on my 10 frame. All right, and then we said 3 more butterflies flew in and joined them. I need to add 3 more butterflies to my 10 frame because they are all flying together now. And then we would ask, okay, how many butterflies do we have flying together now? We would count them up to get our total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we know that 2 plus 3 more equals 5. Okay. So that activity is addition stories, and like the rest of these activities, you can keep that going for a while. You could give lots of different kinds of stories for that. All right, and the last activity on here is name the number. So you would put a certain amount in your child's 10 frame. And they would just tell you how many. Okay? And they could use their number cards to match it. Okay? A great way to do this is to use quantities 1 to 5, okay, that top row of the 10 frame, and that helps your child practice subitizing. So that's when your child can just look at an amount and know what it is. Okay? So easier to do with smaller quantities. So if you go like that, okay, you want your child to be able to look at that and just know, not have to count. Okay? They could look and say, oh, that's 3. And then they could match the number 3 to it for a little extra challenge. Okay. Clear it off. Do it again. Okay. How many are on there now? And your child can quickly say 2 without even counting. Match the number to it. Okay. So that is name the number. These are all activities you can do with a 10 frame, number cards, and counters. Okay. All right. Have a great day, guys.